Hey there, friends and foes. Good morning, multiverse. Welcome back to the virtual rec room. This is Back of the Cereal Box. I am your host, the prophet of pop culture, John Pica. You can call me Johnny. This morning, we have a very, very special guest with us, Lauren Fernandez, the Talk Back Barbie. So excited to welcome her to the show, and we are going to do that right now. All right, guys and gals, welcome to Back of the Cereal Box. This is our Saturday morning live show. We are coming to you live from the virtual rec room. And just in time, I'm so happy. Look who it is. It is the incomparable debutante. Hey, D.
Hey.
We're getting that great echo from you once again.
Cool.
Listen, we are having all kinds of...
And now I can't hear you.
But now I'm not getting the echo.
Can
That
you
is
hear
so
me?
weird. Yes, I can hear you.
I can't hear you at all.
Did you just take the earphones out?
What?
Try them again. This is why we show up early. We'll deal with it. Put them back in. Check one, check. So we've been having terrible tech problems this morning.
Uh-oh, I still can't hear you.
D-Barty. This is live. You know that, right? We've been having terrible tech problems this morning. None of my mics would work. This is why we show up early, kids. Anyway, this episode this morning is brought to you by Nightreich, Tales of the Decoverse, Volume 1, by yours truly. I've not read it myself, but a lot of people say it's really fun. It's about vampire Nazis in World War II fighting pulp superheroes to prevent Dracula and Adolf Hitler from taking over the world. $2.99 at Amazon. Pick it up. All right, we're going to try this one more time. debutante, are you there?
Yeah.
Ground control to debutante.
Can you hear me now?
I can. I'm still getting a terrible echo off your mic. I don't know why that is. I think it must be coming through your speaker, through your headset at the same time. Those dang Android devices.
Hornet. I'm not in the mood.
Hey, listen, you're never in the mood.
I'm tired. I'm cranky.
All right, here's what we need you guys to do. Here's how this works. If you're watching, post a comment. Let us know you're watching. But more importantly, throughout the show, we're going to have a banner running to donate to our digital tip jar at patreon.com/cerealboxpodcast. What will that do? That will help us upgrade everyone's equipment, including debutante. So we would love for you to help us out. Drop a tip in the digital tip jar. We're not looking for much. $1, $2 a month. That's it. That would be great. Also joining us in the virtual rec room, filling in for both Aubrey and Lex, because Aubrey is working overtime and Lex is, I think she's getting some good news this morning about her pending move to Nashville. But she couldn't, neither one could be on this morning. So filling in because she can fill in for two people at one time. She's that awesome. It's Willow Schuyler.
Hey!
We love you, Willow. Oh, yes, we do. We love you, Willow. And we'll be true. When you're not with us, we're blue. Oh, Willow, we love you.
Thank you very much for that.
Well, you're welcome very much. And Willow, well, debutante has some sound issues. Willow has some glitchy video issues, but her sound is great.
I'm very sorry.
So we've got this underwater echo coming from Dee's mic, and your camera is freezing up, but we hear you just perfectly. So
Okay.
This is perfect for having a special guest in the in the virtual rec room. This is perfect. So we already have some comments. Greg M. Jones says echoes. No kidding, Greg. Yeah, we can't hear that. And Greg M. Jones says, hey, Greg, how you doing? Keep it clean, Greg. Willow's here. We've got guests over this morning. So that's what we do. That's who we are. You guys can participate by commenting and posting your comments, and we will address them throughout the show. If you are watching us on Facebook, like the Facebook page that you're watching us on. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to the channel that you are watching us on. Comment and share with your friends and family. That would be great. Now, before we welcome our special guest into the virtual rec room, debutante, you said you're tired. Has it been one of those weeks for you? What's going on, baby doll?
Nothing. I'm tired. My daughter had her wisdom teeth out yesterday.
Did you get video?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is it funny?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
I'm tired of messing with this microphone. It's really making me mad. I'm all done. Just freaking work.
Well, you know what? The other day I was at the store and I almost bought a new one for you. If our viewers would contribute to our digital tip jar, patreon.com/cerealboxpodcast, that would make it a whole lot easier. I'm not begging. I'm just saying.
Well, I don't even know why it's doing it. Like, it's literally, I have my headphones plugged in. That's it. I mean,
I know, and I think I'm the only. Willow, talk. Let's see if you get feedback in Dee's mic.
Okay. So my favorite color is actually blue and red. So Johnny's covering that quite nicely today. I don't know what it is with me in pink lately, but I seem to be buying more pink. Never used to like pink.
Hey, I wear hot pink a lot.
You look good in it, though.
That's everyone's favorite color. That's everyone's favorite color. So speaking of pink, she is wearing pink in the virtual rec room. Our very special guest. I am so happy to have her on the show. Please welcome Talk Back Barbie, Lauren Fernandez.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being here, Lauren. How are you this morning in beautiful, sultry, balmy Georgia?
I am doing great. The weather is finally cleared up. It's nice and sunny. It has been raining and thunderstorming all week. And so now it is going to be a gorgeous day. So I'm very excited.
All right. And I thought it was Willow's mic that was tapping, but what do you have your mic sitting on? Are you just holding it?
Yep. Is it mine?
Yeah. Can you set it on something? Is that possible?
Sure. Let's see.
Live sound check, ladies and gentlemen.
Is that better?
That's perfect.
Okay. Well, it was making the noise then. I apologize. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I thought it was Willow's. It was yours, but that's okay.
I
All
was
right.
trying to move it.
We've got it all straightened out. So now we've got to consult the Magic 8 Ball. Magic 8 Ball, are we going to have any more technical issues this show?
But that's part of the charm of this show, though.
Yeah. Well, Willow's picture is back in. It looks great.
Thank you.
This says don't count on it. I don't know what that means. The Magic 8 Ball has spoken. All right. So, Lauren, tell our audience who you are, what you do, and how in the world did you get wrangled into being on a show at 9 o'clock in the morning, Georgia time?
Well, I don't know how I got wrangled into being up this early. I had a gala last night, so I didn't get home till 11 o'clock at night. So I was not prepared to wake up so early. That was bad planning on my part, right? But so I am the author of Talk Back Barbie, the Secret Service edition. So this is my book. I just self-published in January. It's a hilarious comedy about my time working with the Secret Service. think Miss Congeniality meets Legally Blonde, and you get a feel for what the book is all about. I just want people to be able to laugh with me, at me. They'll learn a lot about me, but they're going to also learn a lot about the Secret Service and the side of it that nobody sees. So in all the movies, everybody sees the Secret Service. It's exciting, and they're always doing all this fun stuff. This is the whole different side of it. This is pranks, going through training, the intense training, falling asleep on post, reading books on post. It's the whole other side of the Secret Service that nobody sees ever. They always see the serious side. And so this is just a good book to laugh and learn a little bit about me and the Secret Service.
That's fantastic. And what do you geek out over? What is your fandom? What are you like really super, you turn into a little kid over?
This is crazy. Tennis skirts. I am obsessed with tennis skirts. I have them in like every pattern. I try not to buy them anymore because I have a drawer full of them, but I wear them all the time. I have one on right now. I wear them to work out. I wear them during the summer as my main clothes. I just wear them all the time. And so my husband literally will not let me open that email anymore and look at all the new patterns coming out.
Now, do you actually play tennis, or is that?
I do.
Yeah.
I play tennis, so I play tennis.
Well, that's where it started.
Yes, that's actually my tennis team is who introduced me to this brand of skirts. And now I can't stop buying them. But I also love books. So I love to read. So I buy books, I read books, I check them out at the library. I love books.
Well, as being a guest on the show, you're going to get a special gift from me. You're going to get a copy of my book, Night Reich.
Well, that is awesome.
Yeah,
I can't wait to read it.
Still waiting for this. Anyway, the publisher is late on some deliverables, but it's okay. It's okay. I can be patient.
I went back and forth between doing it with a publisher or self-publishing. I never was sure, and I keep getting feedback, good and bad, about both. So I just went the self-publishing route.
Yeah, I did. I've done both. There's pluses and minuses to both, but I've done
Agreed.
both. So we got a question courtesy of our sponsor, Poddex. This is for everybody, and I'm going to give you a minute to think about it before you answer. So if you guys don't know the Poddex, we draw these questions at random from the deck of cards. If you were to die tomorrow, what little thing would you regret not doing? And that is a perfect segue for our sponsor's spot.
This episode is powered by Poddex. Poddex are unique interview questions and episode starting prompts in the palm of your hand. So whether you're a new podcaster or an existing broadcaster looking to take your interviews and podcast episodes to the next level, you're going to want to check out Poddex. Visit poddex.com to get your Poddex today.
So if you were to die tomorrow, what little thing would you regret not doing?
Do you want me to go first?
Yes, please.
I don't really have too many regrets. I try not to regret things in life, but if I was going to have to say one thing, I think it would be trying not to stay so busy, basically having a day of just being with the family and spending true quality time together, because I'm just constantly doing stuff and I'm always busy. I think that would be my one thing I would do if I was going to die tomorrow.
All right, DBarT, let me take you off mute.
Not having a better microphone.
DBarT, I love you so much right now.
I'm so tired of this. Not dealing with it well today.
Really? Oh, you know what you need in your life, DBarT?
What?
A new Zorby.
I agree. You should send me one.
I got two of them. And Lauren, that is not a euphemism. It is a big memory foam beanbag chair that we are using here in the virtual rec room.
Oh, that sounds comfortable. I love it.
It is. It's like floating on air. It like caresses your entire body, and it's pretty awesome.
And it's called,
John,
how do you say it?
Zorbie. Xorbee. Zorbee.
It's like sitting in a giant Orby, but you absorb it, so you're absorbing.
do you trust her with something that she could throw at you every time you go to
No.
a place?
Oh,
No. You can't throw these. They're so heavy. You can barely drag them across the room. They're so heavy. Willis Schuyler, if you were to die tomorrow, what little thing would you regret not doing?
Because I'm a cat person, I probably would say not adopting that cute little gargoyle of a cat that I saw at a shelter.
Oh,
You've got like 900 cats already.
I love them so much.
me too.
You'll notice, ladies and gentlemen, she did not deny that claim.
I would buy more if I had a bigger house.
How many cats do you have?
I have 7.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Willow, the crazy cat lady. But she's married.
That's hilarious.
I'm married to the crazy cat man who decided to keep the 4 kittens that came out of our stray.
Oh,
Oh, my goodness.
I love all animals.
All
I
right.
have 1 million dogs.
All right. It is time for the most important segment of the morning. What is in our bowl? I am going to be trying a brand new Magic Spoon flavor. No, I guess I did try this already because we talked about the octopus and the guy riding the octopus. But this is blueberry flavor. There's nothing better than the smell of fresh cereal in the morning. Now, Lauren, I told you that we were going to eat cereal. Did you take me serious, or did you think I was joking?
Well, I would have to take you seriously because, I mean, that's the name of the show, right?
Yes.
So you're going to have to try out all the different cereals.
So Magic Spoon cereal is the high-protein, keto-friendly, gluten-free, grain-free, soy-free, wheat-free, naturally flavored, totally delicious, childlike cereal for grown-ups. 150 calories per 1 cup serving, which is actually a lot. That's my bowl. And my almond milk, 45 calories. I'm on this new health program, Lauren. So let's see how this tastes. I don't remember. We tried it before, but I don't remember.
Good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm going to have to try it.
Blueberry good. And DBRT, just for you, I've got the plastic spoon, so you can hardly hear it. But I really want to wake up, D.
That's hilarious.
Now, DBRT completely rejects.
I will leave. Today's not the day, man. I will leave.
You don't want the spoon ringing in your ear?
No.
Are you doing a keto diet or are you just calorie restriction?
So calorie restriction,
Okay.
safe calorie deficit. It's a medically directed program called LT360 that focuses on using your body's own metabolism to, burn fat and build muscle, resistance training, light cardio, calorie restriction, and much supplements.
Yeah. Because I think I saw that on Instagram.
Yeah.
You were talking about your weight loss journey and stuff.
Yeah. Yep. Transformational journey.
Yeah.
So, Willow, I know that I'm skipping over DBRT because she has nothing in her cereal bowl. She rejects the premise of this show completely.
Well,
and
I'm still curious what kind of coffee she's drinking, though.
Same kind every week. Pumpkin spice, Starbucks.
Now, wait a minute. How do you get pumpkin spice Starbucks in the middle of the summer? Do you stock up and hoard it?
No.
I feel she buys it off of Amazon.
No. So I live in a small town And at one of the big box stores in my small town, I can request that they keep stock of certain items, and they do. They keep it all year round for me and a couple of other people.
Interesting.
But if you have pumpkin spice all year round, what do you have to look forward to in October?
In the fall.
Drinking it in the fall weather.
Of course. That makes sense. Hey, Brian Winslow is just stopping by to say hi. Hi, Brian. All right. Willow, what do you got in your bowl?
I am eating Chips Ahoy, chocolate chip cookie cereal. I don't have any milk in it because, well, it doesn't taste the same with, and I can dip this in my coffee, so I'm good. I'm good either way. I prefer this without the milk, but
So, I had Cookie Crisp for the first time in many years on this show, and I was shocked at how much it tasted like chemicals.
Interesting.
Fake cookies.
Yeah, fake chocolate cookies. Yes, is exactly what it tasted like.
That's funny. I haven't had that. My husband would love it though. He would do it with chocolate milk on it.
Really? He likes fake flavors.
Yeah, he just loves sweets. So he'll eat anything with sugar. He'll eat a whole carton of ice cream if you gave it to him. I'm the opposite.
Yeah, that's not good for you.
See, and because I'm a barista, I'm gonna avoid saying what I usually say about pumpkin spice, just in case my boss is watching.
Can I say it for you? Is it the bane of your existence?
Talking about chemical tastes.
Is that called chemical taste?
Yeah.
So, Lauren, do you have anything in your bowl this morning?
I do not. I don't really eat breakfast. I do a lot of what you like the cereal you're eating. I would totally eat that.
Yeah.
I have a plant-based cocoa crisp or something. It's a chocolate cereal downstairs.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's really good. But and I think it's keto. It's probably gluten-free. It's like plant-based.
Yeah. This stuff
I can't
is
remember
delicious.
the brand. Yeah.
That's
the stuff I eat.
Yeah, Magic Spoon sounds like it wouldn't taste good at all, but it's delicious. And
No, it looks good.
And debutante, I'm using almond milk, so there's no lactose issues.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's what I use as well, almond milk.
Yeah, I can't taste the difference between real milk and almond milk. Can you, Lauren?
Only when you drink raw milk. Raw milk tastes amazing. Like you
Really?
can't even compare store-bought milk to raw milk. It's the smoothest, best tasting milk out there. But I just don't. We try to do a little bit of dairy in the house. We try not to eat too much dairy.
Yeah, we
love
don't.
cheese.
Yeah, we don't do cow's milk dairy. We do goat's milk dairy or like almond milk or whatever.
Same here.
Yeah,
I have 5 kids. We eat all that crap.
yeah. No soy and no wheat flour in this house either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't afford to not eat to eat like that just because there's so many there's 7 of us.
That's a lot.
I mean, I can't buy it. It costs too much.
That's a lot of
No.
milk.
I'll tell you what. Here's what I've discovered. And we're getting off on a tangent, but here's what I've discovered. Because my meals are 300 calories each. And it's 5 weeks in, I'm still starving to death all the time. But because you're eating what your body is really built to do, to metabolize, is small meals, not these big giant platters. The groceries I buy for a week, they last almost 2 weeks. They last far longer than what I was normally doing because I'm eating so little of it throughout the day. Does that make sense? Anyway.
Yeah, but for kids, I can't do that.
Yeah, they can.
No, they can't.
Oh, they'll get used to it real quick. You're in charge, Mama.
I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing it.
I'm
So
already tired and cranky.
We are called Back of the Cereal Box because I am of an age when I was growing up, we didn't have iPhones or iPads at the breakfast table. We were reading the back of the cereal box as our entertainment, and it was a portal to the cool geek pop culture stuff that we all love. Comics, cartoons, toys, games, even records. Lauren, you're not old enough to remember records on the back of cereal boxes, are you?
No, well, I mean, I'm old.
You look like you're 23.
Far from that. I am almost 40.
It is that physical fitness and healthy lifestyle that keeps you looking young.
Yeah, I do. I work out all the time, and we eat really healthy.
Yeah. So that's why we're called Back of the Cereal Box, and that's a great
Or when
segue.
the back of the cereal, when they had prizes in the cereal, that was always the best.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, and that's a perfect segue for new loot. So anybody go flea raiding this week or pick up anything cool? Come on, Willow. I know you got something cool in the mail.
We got car parts.
Car parts?
Joe's working on on our '66 Dodge station wagon. We have a Dodge Hornet.
All right.
That's awesome.
Well, I found the Lebanon Antique Mall last week and just by accident cruised in there, and I got the Phantom #1.
Wow.
I think I might already own this somewhere in a collection, but
You can't find it.
for $1.95, you can't beat that. So I picked that up. I picked up something that I don't have in my collection, the Green Hornet #1 by the now defunct comics company, Now Comics. This is incredibly rare, and look, $1.15.
Wow.
So super happy about that acquisition. And another one from Tundra Publishing, who I've never heard of, but this is also a #1. Mr. Monster Attacks. And it's Mr. Monster versus the Mars Attacks guys. And I don't know when this would have come out, but Gilbert Studios and Tundra Publishing, I have no idea who that is, what that is, but Mr. Monster is a classic pulp hero. And the Mars Attacks guys, if you've ever seen Mars Attacks, the Topps card brand. Anyway, very cool. And had to pick that up. But here was like the crowning jewel. I didn't even know that this existed. And Dee Bartine knows what a fan I am of The Rocketeer, so she's going to be shocked. The Rocketeer official movie adaptation. I had no idea this was even out there, and I found it for $2.95. Boom.
Wow.
Where'd you find all this? At a flea market?
At the Lebanon Antique Mall.
Very cool.
Dee Bartine, you got any loot?
Nope. Not this week.
She's like, no, got it.
Next.
All right.
Moving along.
Okay, Dee Bartine, then if you don't have any loot, have you seen any cool movies, read any cool books, done anything cool this week?
I watched Loki last night.
Okay. What did you think of Loki?
I liked it.
Yeah? Willow?
Yeah.
Did you watch Loki?
Nope.
I haven't seen that one.
Willow. Dee Bartine is ahead of you?
Yep.
Shocking. Yeah, so I loved Loki. I thought it was good. This was a series I was not looking forward to, but
I really liked that Owen Wilson was in it. I was shocked by that.
Owen Wilson, you know, for all the money he has, you think he would have fixed his broken nose.
Well, I think they made it look worse.
Oh.
I mean,
they made it purposely look like that in the show.
I don't know that they did.
They did. Go back and look at it. Like it's worse than normal.
I know it looks like a Klingon alien ridge on his nose.
Go back and look at it. It's purposely done.
It's on my watch list.
I will. Well, okay, so it was pretty good. Anybody see In the Heights this week?
I haven't been watching TV. I've been watching all the podcasts.
Willow, In the Heights is in the theaters. Oh, but that's right. You're in Canada. You can't go to the theater anymore.
Right.
You see, here in America, we have this thing called freedom, and we get to go to the movie theaters.
Would you like the email for my prime minister? Because I would love for you to bitch about.
Lauren, that's got to be something that I don't know about you, but you're in Georgia. I'm in Tennessee. Tennessee, we are wide open. Like the pandemic never happened, right?
Yeah, we've been pretty much wide open. I think there was a little bit of time right when the pandemic happened in March where everything shut down. But after that, we've been wide open the whole time.
I know.
feel like it's been pretty normal for me.
It has. My life has been completely normal. And I forget, like Willow is in Winnipeg, Canada, and they're in lockdowns. They cannot leave the house except for essential trips.
Still?
Yeah.
We can't even see our family right now because, well, I think the restrictions have kind of loosened up a little bit. But
I saw that notice from your prime minister last week. I mean, I was like, we were doing that a year ago. and I forget that there are people in this world that are still dealing with that.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. I thought everybody was open by now.
Yeah,
I wish.
I mean, even California's open.
Well, now they're what was it? Last week we had our premier had allowed people to watch hockey, but it was only if they were working in the health, in the hospitals and paramedics and stuff like that, and only if they were fully vaccinated. So now they're bringing out like we have to be fully vaccinated if we want to go traveling, and we have to have a vaccination card with us, and we're at that point now.
Yeah, see, that don't fly in the United States.
No,
we're in America, baby. No vaccination cards required here. And debutante lives out in the country. Nothing changed for her. Not thing.
Much. I mean, we still had to wear masks, but other than that.
Yeah. Yeah, we kind of live in the country too.
Everything stayed open.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right, we got another sponsor we need to acknowledge, and then we're going to get to our main topic of the week, and that is you, Lauren. We are sponsored by the League of Impossibilists webcomic, The Further Adventures of the League of Impossibilists. That
amazing.
comic is coming to print this month. No, we're in June, July. It's coming to print in July. So be on the lookout for that. Brian Wensloff says, getting ready for our Comic-Con panel. Have a great show, guys. He is, of
Good
course,
luck.
talking about the Virtual Super Friend celebration, which all of the Back of the Cereal Box family is participating in today in some form or another. I'll be moderating some panels, doing my own panel after the show. Hopefully I'll have time to take a shower, though. That would be really good. But then again, it would be like any other comic convention if I didn't. Anyway. All right, Lauren, you are our special guest. You are the topic of the week. We are fascinating. You're fascinating. We are fascinated by your story. You were a Secret Service agent, and you've written the book Talk Back Barbie. And tell us more about the book. I know you did at the beginning of the show, but we have new people joining us. So just kind of recap what that's about. Then we're going to ask you some serious questions and at least one completely ridiculous question. Right, DeBarty?
Yep.
All right. So my book is called Talk Back Barbie, the Secret Service edition. As you can see, I love pink. The cover is all pink. So quickly, it's about a sassy, ambitious Southern blonde debutante who can't keep her mouth shut. She joins the Secret Service and stirs up enough trouble and chaos and becomes a White House legend, the one and only Talkback Barbie. So the story is based on my experiences and my life during training and while I worked at the White House and with the Secret Service. But it is beefed up for the reader's enjoyment. I love that people can laugh with me. They can laugh at me. It just talks about all the funny stories that I had to go through. When I joined the Secret Service, I was immediately discriminated by a technician who did not like me when I walked in. So I walked into training with my 2 pink Vera Bradley bags, and I was ready for training. But I had never been in that situation before. I'd never been in a fight. I had never done karate. I'd never really, I've shot guns, but not really. I had never done any of that stuff. And here I go for 6 months of intense federal law enforcement training. And I'm young, I'm inexperienced, and I'm not very good at keeping my mouth shut. And it's a military environment. So when they tell you to do something, you have to do it. But I have the mentality and the personality where I question things if I don't think they're correct. And that is not a good personality trait to have in a military environment. So I got in trouble all the time. I had to write memos. And it was always because of my mouth. So as you can see, I love talking. So I would just get in trouble for talking too much and talking back, hence the name of the book. So Talk Back Barbie, that was my literal nickname in the Secret Service when I worked for the Secret Service. They called me Talk Back Barbie. And you'll find out in the book too, that through my internships that I did, that was always my nickname. So I worked for the Gwinnett County Police Department and District Attorney's Office for my internships during college. And they nicknamed me Malibu Barbie, Funeral Barbie. It didn't matter, Camo Barbie, whatever I was wearing that day, they would have a different Barbie nickname for me. So I've always had the nickname Barbie for some weird reason. I don't know. But I've always wanted to go into law enforcement. So I'm kind of an anomaly. I've always loved makeup, heels, dressing up, but I always...
Tennis skirts?
Yes, tennis skirts. I'm the girl in the gym wearing tennis skirts, working out. But I also I'm kind of like a guy. I can just talk with guys. I love getting my hands dirty. I love being barefoot. I'm kind of emotionless. Like I don't cry very often. If I do, it's for something that really, really bothers me. I'm very tough skinned. I can take a lot.
Basically, you're the perfect woman.
No. My husband would not agree. He says I'm a challenge.
Well, John says that, but the reality is, if you're not that emotional, guys are not gonna.
Agree.
Come on.
And I'm not. I can just shrug things, shove things under the rug. I'm very good at that. And he wants me to have like a little more emotion. I'm like, no, we got this. We're good. And anyway, so I'm the perfect anomaly where I don't make sense. And that's what the book's all about. It shows you about me and you'll learn tons about me, but it's also just so you can laugh and realize the whole reason I wrote it is I want people to be able to learn from their mistakes, laugh at their mistakes, but grow from those. And if we're not able to do that, I feel like we're not being real. And right now with our Facebook world of perfection and everything has to be so perfect and I have to show everyone how perfect my life is, I wrote this because I wanted to show that I'm the furthest thing from perfect. I like to do things and I had a lot of challenges and I made a lot of mistakes but I learned from them and I grew from them. My husband actually really didn't want me to write the book. He was like, are you sure you want to put this all out there? People are going to think you're, a dumb blonde Jessica Simpson kind of thing. And I sat back and I was like, I'm totally fine with that. I want people to see the real me and I want people to get to know me through this book. And that's kind of what you will do when you read it.
And it is the making of a great future movie.
I'm hoping. I'm trying to get it into a movie, Netflix series, something along those lines is my dream and my goal. I just think it would be a great family show. It'll be funny. I just have a lot of fun stories to tell because I encountered things that nobody else encountered. If you were going to go through the Secret Service training right now, nobody would have encountered the situations that I encountered, which quite honestly, they were probably unethical situations that the mean technician put me in. That's his nickname in the book, the mean technician. I don't do any real names. And there was only one other girl in my training class with me. So it was her and I and all men instructors, everybody. So it was a tough environment and I learned a lot about myself. It really, truly, it changed me as a person at the core of who I was. I became tougher, stronger than I ever thought was possible. So it was a great experience.
So tell us one story quickly of something that happened that your mouth got you in trouble about. Something that is like I don't know, what's the most outrageous thing that happened?
Well, it's the main chapter in the book. It's how I got the nickname Talk Back Barbie. And I'll quickly sum it up. We were at the reenactment houses, and I don't know if you know what reenactment houses are, but they kind of look like a country western little town. And we go out there with semi-automatic paintball guns and we reenact situations. So we're out there and I'm peering around a corner to clear the area. And as I peered around, my shirt kind of slipped up a little bit and my watch on my wrist sparkled in the sunlight. And the mean technician immediately stopped the scenario. And he was like, what is on your wrist? And I was like, what are you talking about? And I go, oh, you mean my watch? And he's like, yes, you're not supposed to wear jewelry ever.
That is not regulation.
Right.
Barbie.
And I looked at him and I said, I don't understand. We're reenacting real life scenarios. Why can I not wear my jewelry out here? I go, I understand we're not allowed to wear jewelry in the mat room. I said, but this is a real scenario. I go, aren't we allowed to wear jewelry at the White House? Oh man. Cause I was actually right. Like we can wear jewelry at the White House and this is reenacting a real life scenario. So why was I wrong? He came up in my face. His face was red. He was spitting, screaming, cussing me out, basically telling me to get out of his face, to go call my sergeant. I was done for the day. I mean, the guys heard him. They were half a mile away at another scenario. They heard him screaming at me and they were like, what's going on? And they came down and they were like, can you not just keep your mouth shut, Lauren? Why would you have even questioned him? Why didn't you just take it off and then continue the scenario? And I was like, because I was right. Like, he was wrong. But I constantly questioned him all the time, and he hated it. He would send me to write memos constantly because I couldn't stop myself from questioning what he was telling me to do.
Gee,
so that was the big one.
Does that sound at all familiar?
I would never do that.
Well, in school, I always got kicked out in the hallway because the teacher would be like, Lauren, you're talking again. Like, my mouth has always gotten me in trouble. And so,
Girl, same. We're the same. I can relate.
Yep.
You can relate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There was a bus driver that hated me because apparently my voice carried, and she would put me to the back of the bus almost daily.
Yes.
Just
Same thing.
Yeah, I'm very loud.
Well,
yeah. They tell me I'm too loud. I talk too loud.
Yeah.
And now Willow is the most hated woman on YouTube because she is doing these magnetic vaccine debunkings.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, people who think that the vaccine makes you magnetic.
I saw those videos.
Oh, it's so funny. The amount of people that like try to explain it, trip over their words trying to explain to you that it's real, and it's like, just like a magnet and put it on your skin, and it's like, well, there's your reason why it's working.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to go find those on YouTube. That's hilarious.
It is hilarious.
All right, DeBarty, do you have a ridiculous question for Talk Back Barbie?
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Brought to you by Poddex.
Have you ever been arrested? If so, what for?
No, because I had to keep my record spotless because I wanted to be in the FBI was ultimately my goal. And I went into the Secret Service to get experience to go into the FBI. But I've never been arrested. Now, I've been to jail because I've gone and visited. But there is a story in the book where I could have almost been arrested. So, but I had to keep my record spotless. So I ran into the woods to hide.
Well, maybe a better question is, how many traffic accidents have you caused walking around in the tennis shorts or tennis skirts?
Tennis skirt. 0.
That you're aware of.
None.
What about you, John? Have you ever been arrested?
Yes.
For what?
We are going.
We won't divulge that.
No, you know what?
I
can divulge that because I was a minor. A buddy of mine and I broke into a country club mechanic shed, and we stole a golf cart, and we drove it around the golf course, running over the flags on the golf course and turfing the greens, and we got caught.
Oh my gosh! So what was it? Trespassing? What else? What were your charges?
Vandalism, trespassing, theft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And it took 2 years to pay off the fine. I had a paper route to pay off the fine, and took 2 years to do it. And the day I paid it off, the paper went out of business.
Oh my God. That's hilarious.
But as far as the court is concerned, that never happened.
Yeah.
Because it was expunged from my record.
There you go. That's perfect.
Wow.
So what about you? I know you were arrested, DeBarty, for harassing Dean Cain.
Oh, wow.
Is that true?
No.
No,
that's a really cool story.
She wasn't arrested. She just had a restraining order taken out against her.
I didn't have that either. He liked me. Shut up.
He called. Listen, he remembers it to this day. Every time I see him, he's like,
stories.
You showed him your tramp stamp. Every time I see him, he's like, where's that crazy blonde? She's not around, is she?
That's not true, because he showed me his tattoo too. So shut.
Willow,
cool.
now the question for Willow is not have you ever been arrested? How many times have you been arrested?
Oh no, I've never been arrested, but I'm no stranger to the back of the police car, though. There was one time where I was waiting for. Well, at the time I was dating Joe, and I had gotten off work and nobody was home, so I was waiting outside, waiting for them to get home, and him and his parents. And then the police were driving around, and then they're like, well, I told them that I was waiting for my husband or my boyfriend to get home. And they're like, okay, well, how long are they going to be gone for? I'm like, I have no idea. And then they're like, well, did you need to go somewhere? I'm like, well, yeah, okay, let's go. Let's go to the town, to the closest town, which was Steinbach. And I'll just go hang out at the pool hall for a while, rather than me sitting outside
Willow at the
waiting for
pool
them
hall
to
as
show
a
up.
teenage girl. Oh, that's a great place for a teenage girl to hang out, Willow.
So here I am getting a ride from the RCMP.
And the
back to
police
town.
and the police are like, yeah, let's drop off this teenage girl at the pool hall.
I was in early 20s.
Oh my God.
That's hysterical. That's hysterical. All right. So, Lauren, I got to know, you served in the Secret Service.
Mhm.
Are there any stories of any presidents or presidential duties that you can share?
I mean, I only saw President Bush. I worked under the Bush administration, and I only saw him a couple of times. And then his wife, I saw her, I think she passed by maybe once or twice. I didn't see them very often because I was new. So you don't really get to work the posts that are closest to the president. So because it was Christmas time, I did get to work right by the Oval Office. So there's a post outside the Oval Office, and I did get to work there. And that story's in the book as well. And I got to see President Bush go into the Oval Office. And so he's really sweet to the officers. And so he would always say, good morning. And you'd be like, good morning, Mr. President. And then he was able to go right in. But that's it. I mean, you're not really able to talk to them. You're supposed to just stand very stoic when they pass by. You know, you can't take pictures. You know, you have to be professional, which I was not very good at. I wanted so badly to just pull up my phone and be like, here, selfie. But you're not allowed to do that. So I had to be professional.
That's going to be a scene in the movie. You know they're going to add that.
Well, I think they should.
Yeah.
The book has fun stories like that in there where I'm talking about how I really want to just pull out my phone and take a selfie, but I had to dig down really deep to try to be professional, which I'm not very good at. I'm more of a jokester. I like to talk and get people to laugh, and I'm not very good at being serious. So I'm having to be like this, and I'm wanting to crack a smile so bad because I just like to laugh all the time. So it was very difficult. I was not very good at it.
Now, debutante would not crack a smile or laugh. She would just have to keep from rolling her eyes all the time.
Whatever. I think we know who's playing you in the movie.
I think I'd be very much like Lauren, where as soon as the president walks by, I'd be like,
oh yeah. Well, because you get so excited because you're like, oh, I get to see the president of the United States. I mean, not many people can say they did that. And so you're all excited, but you're having to be professional and sit there, you know, with a stern face. And so I always had I don't want to say a bad word on here, but a bee face on all the time. And everyone's like, you look so angry. You look so mad. I don't know if you can tell. That was a picture of me. And so that story's in the book too about the picture, because I was working a foot beat and this Asian guy started taking pictures of me, and I had to go up to him and I was like, sir, you cannot take pictures of Secret Service police officers. It's not allowed. And I had to, without laughing, I had to be very stern and get him to get away. And he's like, oh, miss, I'm so sorry. So sorry. He goes, I thought you were an actress. And I was like, an actress? I go, this is a real gun, a real badge. I said, I am a real Secret Service police officer. I go, you need to stop taking pictures and you need to walk away right now. So he thought I was acting in a movie. And I was dumbfounded. I was like, how am I ever going to be taken seriously if this is how people perceive me?
Well, so I saw that picture on your website.
Yes.
And at first I thought that must be your daughter.
Well, I was little. I mean,
yeah, I mean, you look like you're a junior high kid in that Secret Service outfit. I mean, I can't
23.
imagine how
23.
challenging that was.
It was very challenging. And a lady, when I was scanning her bags to go into the Treasury building, she literally looked at me and was like, I have to ask, how old are you? She goes, you look 16. And I was 23 at the time. And I just had to stand back and be like, how am I going to be taken seriously if everyone thinks I'm 16? And you can't even be a Secret Service uniform division officer at 16. You have to be 21 to carry a weapon. So to be 16 is impossible.
So ultimately, what did you do to overcome that perception? Or did you embrace it?
I embraced it. There was no way I was going to be able to overcome it. Everyone just thought that's how I was. So I had to stand up for myself. So when people would say that, I had to be sterner. I had to be meaner. I had to be like, no, I am a real police officer. You need to back away right now or else I'm going to arrest you. Like I had to just be who I'm not. So it was very hard. I had to put on this different persona that was hard for me.
Oh my God, when you said no, back away right now, all I could hear was debutante voice in my head.
Why?
Because I've heard you say that. No, to your kids. No, back away right now.
That's the mother voice.
There was a night we were in the studio and your kids were not playing ball. And you were like, everyone, back away right now. and when that voice came out, everyone was like, holy crap, we are about to die.
See, you would be perfect.
See, I'm telling you. I'm going to get on it. We're going to do it.
That's what.
I think I might be too tall, though. I don't look that young because I'm very tall.
How tall are you?
She's 6 foot.
Almost,
Wow.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm 5'5".
Yeah, see?
But in heels, I'm 5'10".
We can make a
5-inch heels.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with wearing heels when you're short.
Yeah,
Hey,
right?
look, my problem would be I wear my emotions on my face. So I get everything you're saying. I like, if I'm mad, you know.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm happy, you know. I mean, just ask, John's like, yeah.
Yep. I got in trouble one time from my own boss saying that she goes, I know you're very expressive, but you can't, roll your eyes at people when they're talking.
My boss had that same conversation with me.
Oh, I love it.
It was like they would walk away and I'd be like, oh, jerk.
Right. And then they know
You're
exactly
so
what you're
rude.
feeling and thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was
Yeah.
me.
I'm like wide open.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I did the same thing.
That's fantastic. I am so fascinated. I can't wait to read this book. You can get it at talkbackbarbie.com.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to make the movie. Let's do it, John.
I have been trying. I've been meeting with production companies. I've been sending press kits out like crazy. I've been trying to get the word out there. So we'll see.
I feel a Kickstarter coming on for the funding.
Yeah. I have an acting background. John has a producing background. I mean, we can do this. Let's do it.
Perfect.
We could.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, we could do it. Actually, you know what would help get that ball rolling? You know how we could do that? Patreon.com/Cereal Box Podcast. Cereal Box
The tip jar.
Studios presents the Talk Back Barbie. We could do it, but you guys gotta drop a tip in the digital tip jar. We're not asking for a lot, guys. $1, $2 a month. That's it. You don't get anything special other than the satisfaction of funding this wonderful community and creativity. But that's why we're only asking for $1, maybe $2 a month, because You do get something special. You get early access to everything, but I'm not sending you out T-shirts or mugs, or I'm not into product fulfillment like everybody else. So
nobody needs more T-shirts.
I guess not. Hey, we got a couple of comments here. Lou Johnson says, morning from Long Island. Carlin Stewart, morning, guys, from Memphis, Tennessee. Good morning, guys. We have one last sponsor we need to acknowledge. Our super fan, Cindy Kep, who does so much for us, and she is our biggest contributor on Patreon, author Cindy Kep.
Author Cindy Kep is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Kep at CKOEPP.com today.
We love you, Cindy, and we also need to acknowledge the Hangin' with Web TV folks, in particular our very own Willow Schuyler, for being an amazing brand evangelist for us. She puts the word out for everyone in our community, and Willow, we love you for that.
Oh, thank you.
You are awesome. You are awesome. All right, so today and tomorrow, the virtual Super Friends celebration is going on at youtube.com/Phoenix Sisters, Phoenix Sisters Cosplay YouTube and Facebook page. It's all virtual, but here you can see some of the guests. George Newbern, Diedrich Bader was last night. Lots of cool people, including yours truly. I'll be doing a panel today on how to turn your geek hobby into a career. DL Memphis and the Geek Gumshoe are doing panels on cosplay and cosplay photography. And our very own Kelly Gettner, host of the Back Issue Breakfast Club, is doing some panels on cosplay. And it's all free. So all you got to do is tune in. And I'll be doing my panel at 1 o'clock this afternoon. So tune in and be a part of that. Willow, what do you got going on this week? Do you have a new show tomorrow night?
Actually, no, I'm not gonna do my show. I don't have Reels and Heels today because everybody's at conventions. And my show, well, I don't have any guests right now. So if you guys want to pop in on Monday, by all means, I'd love to just hang out and geek out. And Lauren, you're welcome to come join me on Willow's Pillow Talk anytime.
Shoot me the information. I would love to.
Okay.
I love to just chat. I love these podcast questions. I think it's so fun. Makes for like a really fun, engaging show.
Yeah, I want to hear more about your book and your experiences.
Well, I'm a goober. I mean, I'll tell you that.
All right. So Carlin Stewart says, "I want a cereal as the product." All right. So guys, I got to tell you what we're working on, and this is going to be a Kickstarter. For our 100th episode. This week is, I think, episode 27. Are we at 27 or 28? 28. For our 100th episode, we are going to produce a very cool premium for all of our viewers and listeners. We are going to do a custom cereal box that will have inside of it a t-shirt, a limited edition toy, a copy of the League of Impossibilists comic book, a board game board inside with the pieces, and on the back, we are going to print a record, a vinyl record that you can cut out to play on your record player, and that record is going to be me, DL, and the Back of the Cereal Box Band doing Saturday morning cartoon theme songs.
So back in the day.
Yeah. So and maybe some TV shows. Because you know what? I'm really fond of the Gilligan's Island theme song.
Mm-hmm.
So sit right back and you hear a tale
I
of
loved
a
it.
faithful trip. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to be announcing a Kickstarter to make that happen for our 100th episode very soon.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So that's a little secret project that I'm working on. And you'll hear more about it as we go. So the virtual Superman or Super Friends celebration, as Carlin reminds us, is a fundraiser raising money for the Actors Fund. That's a fund that helps the out-of-work actors who've been impacted by the pandemic for the last year and a half. But it goes beyond that. It provides life insurance and all kinds of other benefits for self-employed actors. DeBarty, what are you up to this week?
I don't know. I don't know. I have to look at my calendar. I think I got a lot going on.
Besides going back to bed after this.
Right? God.
I'm the same. I have to look at my calendar all the time to know what's going on. So half the time I don't know what day it is.
Yeah, me
It
too.
just blurs.
Well, DeBarty is a phenomenal photographer, and you can see her work at DeBarty Photo on Instagram. Book her for your
Or my
photography
website.
needs.
Website.
Well-
DeBartyPhoto.com as well.
You should have put that in your little
Hey.
Krylon, like I did.
Don't tell me shoulda,
JohnPica.com.
coulda, woulda. Selfie.
Hey, we had a great comment this week from Kelly Gettner, who says, "Good morning, all," from Phoenix Sisters. And she says it's not just actors, it's everyone in entertainment for the Actors Fund. But Kelly paid us a great compliment, Dee. She said, "You and DeBarty are so dynamic together."
Oh, thanks. Well,
So-
next year will be our 10-year anniversary, so
Yeah, well, we started doing these shows live in the studio back, July 2012, was it?
Wow.
We will be back in the studio soon. I just got to figure out
not at 8
how
o'clock in the morning.
we can get you in the studio at 8 o'clock in the morning.
I might have to spend the night.
I'm okay with that.
Get your guest room ready.
We got a kid going off to college in the fall.
Hey, there you go. Perfect.
You got a free room.
Yep.
That really would make it the Saturday morning after the Friday night sleepover.
Yep.
I think this needs to happen.
I feel like your wife would have some disagreements on this.
Not one bit. Not one bit. Not at all.
That's hilarious.
Or maybe it gives her a break.
Yeah, we'll put Dawn in the guest room, and her and I will have the Friday night slumber party.
So, DeBarty, here's the question. So, we've been doing this almost for 10 years. Have you... This is a weird question to ask, and everyone's going to be like, what? Have you ever met my wife?
Yes.
Have you?
Yes.
You don't remember.
Because she doesn't come out to things.
No, I met her twice when she
Okay.
came out.
Okay. Yeah. So most people think that I've made her up.
She's real. And she's very pretty.
Yes, she is.
Right now, she's just like Maris from Frasier to me. Just a
Pretty
mention.
much. Pretty much. I mean, I literally was accused of making her up, that she was not real.
Yep. I can vouch for you guys. She's real.
Okay.
All right. So Carlin Stewart just said, if I can drive to Nashville, sleeping bag on the couch. Buddy, anytime you want to come. We
I
got
call
a
the
Zorby.
Zorby.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to get one of those. They sound amazing.
They are not. Yeah. So they are a sponsor. Zorby, Xorbee. Just tell them Back in the Cereal Box sent you.
All right.
Yeah, that would be great. And if you get Magic Spoon cereal, we are trying to get them as a sponsor. They are not a sponsor, but I would love for them to be a sponsor because I talk about them so much. So if you order
I thought
Magic
they
Spoon
messaged you
cereal,
back.
they
Did they not message you back?
They did. They sent me an email, said, "Hey, we want you to be a sponsor. Fill out this paperwork." And now I haven't heard back from them.
Huh.
So I guess it's in progress. I don't know, but until
What
then,
other flavors do they have?
they've got chocolate.
Mhm.
They've got
Mm.
like Fruit Loops. They've got peanut butter that is unreal good.
Mm. Sounds good.
But if you order Magic Spoon cereal, anyone watching, please tell them in the comments that you heard about it from us. And maybe that will motivate them to become a sponsor sooner.
Yeah.
See how
I'll
that
just look and
works?
see if my grocery store has it.
That you can't get it in the grocery store.
Oh, you have to order it?
Yeah, it's online only.
Oh, that's why I haven't. That's why I didn't know.
Yeah. But it's worth it. I'm telling you, it's good. It's good. All right, guys and gals, we are over time. We're getting a bad habit of going over time. DBRT,
What?
you gotta keep me on task here, baby doll.
Okay, you got it.
All right. So, any last comments from our special guest, Lauren?
I'm just geeking out at how badass you are.
Not anymore. Now I'm just old and boring. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, well, I appreciate that. It was a fun experience, and I just want to share it with people and let them know that if you work hard, you can achieve your dreams. And actually, I'll leave you with this. A lot of the stuff was, I was stereotyped, I was discriminated against, and my whole reason for sharing that is don't take those words to heart. I use those words to fuel me, to make me stronger, to make me want to prove that I could do it more than wanting to sue them for unethical behavior, or trying to get revenge. I used those horrible situations that I was put in to just make me stronger. And that's one of the biggest takeaways, I think, from the book that I can give any of the readers who want to read it. It just, don't take the hurtful words to heart. Use it to fuel you, to prove that you are better than what they're saying you are. And that's kind of what I did with Talk Back Barbie.
And you can get that book at talkbackbarbie.com right there
or
on
Amazon,
the screen.
or Barnes & Noble now. So
Okay.
Not in the store, online though. Yeah.
Yep. And you can get it in hardcover. But if they want it signed by you, they've got to order it directly from you.
Yeah. So if you want it signed by me, you have to order it through my website, and the orders come directly to me, and I mail everything out, and every book that is ordered through my website, I personally sign and send my business card in with it as well.
That's fantastic. Yeah. So check out talkbackbarbie.com. Lauren, you are a delightful guest. I am so glad that you joined us this morning. A lot of fun. And that's what this show is all about. Having people forget the stress and negativity and toxicity of their lives, if only for an hour at a time. Of course, DBRT just brings the stress and toxicity with her. No, I'm kidding.
I did today.
Look, you were very grumpy when you started, but look at you now. You're smiling, you're laughing.
It takes her a little while to get going.
Is accomplished.
It does. I drank almost a full cup of coffee, so I'm good now.
Oh, I love you so much, DBRT. All right. Well, we're going to say goodbye. We're going to end the show. Thank you guys for tuning in. Continue to comment. If you're watching on Facebook, like the page or join the group that you're watching on. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube channel. In both places, comment, post a comment, share it with 200 or 300 of your closest friends and family. Tell them to come share the fun in the virtual rec room. And until the next time, love you, mean it. We'll catch you on the flip side.